We're going to keep the momentum going. Please, welcome to the stage. In just like a couple of seconds, getting the camera set up, getting the angle right, getting the eye lines all set. Are we there? Oh, we're so close to being there.
I don't know how this works.
Final adjustments.
Okay, I'm good.
Flashes on, lights on. Please, it's Regina Joseph, everybody.
How's it going, everybody? Pretty good. Woo! Yeah, thanks for coming out. My name is Regina. I'm bisexual, which means I am unfortunately attracted to men. And a lot of men don't like that joke. Good. So yeah, I came out to my mom, and she's very, very conservative, very, very Haitian, Christian, all that stuff. And so she found my dildos. And so there's no going back from there, I guess. I don't know. There's no reasoning. But she said, I'd rather you be... Oh, I'm sorry, I have to do the accent because I'm Haitian. I'm not good at it. I'd rather you be with 50 men than to be with one woman. And so I responded, I already did that. Are you proud of me? The answer is no. But yeah, I would go to church like 3 times a Sunday. Like, I would even go to church on my days off. Like, it'd be like MLK Day, and I had to go to church. I'm like, what did this guy die for? Like, I don't understand. Why am I going to church? Like, what the heck? It makes no sense. But I actually learned about lesbian sex from church. I was 12, and there was a visiting pastor that had a very enthusiastically anti-gay sermon. And he said, you know, I have to do the accent again, so. You know, the women, they get the fake penis, and they put it inside of each other. And so I was 12, and I was like, what's a lesbian? And so also, he was clearly watching porn and writing a sermon at the same time, okay? Good at multitasking, that guy. And since I am a studious child of God, I did my research, and I looked up in Google, lesbian porn, right? And I don't know if y'all are aware of like that trend of like jelly double-sided dildos that came up as a pop-up when your mom was paying the bills. And so I was very confused because, you know, I was 12 and I thought that I was supposed to have like my own like pink, like double-sided like dick that I would then use. And to this day, I'm still waiting for it to drop, so. I'm very bad at driving. I think it's because I'm not straight, so I just kind of go like this a lot. Just, you know, I also, I don't know how to drive. I had to check in here, and I ran in here. I'm like, Evan, I don't know where to park. I'm checking in. I'm gonna go. And I spent like 10 minutes driving around the street. Parallel parking. Do you know if there's directions about how to parallel park? When I see that, I get more anxious. But yeah, I have a Dodge Charger. So it looks like I just completed my first tour of Afghanistan. You know, like that's like a 19-year-old kid that got tricked into fighting for imperialist war. I'm gonna buy a Charger. So you have a Charger. It's a vroom vroom car. I should not be in a Dodge Charger, okay? I need to be in a Prius or a 1998 Toyota Corolla. Being bad at cars or knowing what cars look like. Every black car looks like my car, like not to be racist. I'm like, it's a Corolla, it's a black car, and the way I get to find my car is I take my fob out and I just like keep pressing it until I hear the beep beep sound and it comes closer. I'm like, okay, this is my car. This is my car. So please don't park near me. I actually ended up parking in the middle of the street. So if someone can like help me move real quick right after, that'd be awesome. Thank you. My wife is non-gender binary. So they identify as not in the spectrum of like male or female. Instead, they identify as autistic. Yeah, it's really confusing because he has like really big fat tits. But to be fair, so do a lot of men that drink IPA. Because gender is a spectrum. The more you know. Are we okay with, no, of course you're okay with dick jokes. Anyways, I'm dating I'm not dating a veteran. I'm fucking a veteran because I support the troops. And he's got, I'm so sorry. He's got that PTSD dick. Where you can tell he's getting lost in the battlefield. Because he's blowing up my pussy. But I'm afraid of traumatizing him because I don't want him to think he's being waterboarded. That's actually an anti-imperialist joke, if you didn't know. You didn't know. I'm going to let you know. Actually, do you know people are blaming Joe Biden for gas prices increasing? I actually agree. I think we should just go to another war, right? Right? It'll make gas cheaper. And I think what we should do instead of like pretending to live in a democracy and having all this propaganda is to just directly put the blood of Muslim women and children in our gas tanks. It'll just like completely, you can just, I voted for Bernie Sanders, okay?
Yeah.
I can make that joke, okay? I can make that, I'm anti, are you? Did you vote? Okay, anyways. I actually learned that the first case of Spanish influenza, y'all familiar with OG pandemic, killed 100 million people. And it was actually discovered in Kansas, in the United States. But because the United States was at a war, they didn't want to look bad. But Spain was a neutral country, so they're the only ones that reported on a Spanish influenza. And so Americans were like, it's your fault, which is like the epidemiological version of you smelt it, you dealt it, right? I'm polyamorous, which everyone is in Tallahassee, right? And I think it's just because there's only like so much like kayaking and hiking and going to the North Florida Fair that you can do before you're like, fuck it, let's have a threesome. But it's Tallahassee, so people make it a political ideology to be really annoying about it. All right, I have one more, one more thing, two more things. I'm trying to have a baby, me and my wife. So clearly there's like compatibility issues for having like the baby. I am doing it the way that God intended, which is me getting raw dogged. So if anyone has any baby juice, I will be available after the show. No Scorpios though. I don't know what that means. I just know I'm not supposed to like them. Because even though I'm gay, I don't know the religion of my people, so. My dad died from COVID like a couple months ago. And it's been like really hard. I think it's actually the reason why I started doing comedy, because it was just like really healing. But when it first happened, it was just like really hard for me. And there are all different ways that we can deal with like grief. Supposedly the first stage of grief is denial. But for me, it was dick sucking.
Oh Lord.
Because you can't be like sad and thinking about your small existence in the world when you're going. You should have brought your children here. Right? Because you can't think about just how insignificant your place is in the entire like world, working 40 hours a week, all this oppression, imperialism, racism, blah, 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 choke on dick. I think that they should put that in the DSM-5. That may not mean what you think it means, but I took AP psychology, and I got a 4, so clearly I know the fuck I'm talking about. So anyways, I'm not gonna lie, I've never made so many blowjob jokes at a coffee shop on a Sunday. Thank you so much. I have been putting little slips of paper for the next show, so you have one. That'll be the 21st, the Capital City Video Lounge. You should come out to that, and you can find me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at Not Funny Regina. Thank you.
One more time for Regina Joseph, everybody. Just a quick addendum to that show on the 20th.